Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and today we're playing as Scythia, which means we're back on the A to Z challenge and we're well into S now. Who would have thought every time we get cracking with the A to Z challenge, Civ 6 goes and releases another leader pass? How dare they give us DLC? Oh, it's just rude. But in all seriousness, it's been a really good fun set of passes. I've loved it. 19 leaders. I did not think we'd be getting that. That was incredible, but it's all behind us now. Back to A to Z. Now, as usual on this challenge, the beautiful channel supporters on Patreon and Ko-fi have been giving me some ideas for what to do today. And as we're playing as Scythia, the challenge is simple. We have to go and kill Cyrus. We are, of course, the killer of Cyrus. Now, the map we have today, I mean, look at this start. This start is just, oh, there's a lot of good in that start, but we'll come to that in a second. This is a 6-player, standard speed Deity game with barbarian clans, secret societies, and zombies on today. Also, as a little bit of a spoiler, we've got a couple of mods on today. I have Jadamo's Huns. This is the Huns, like from Civ 5, a modded civilization. Barbarian Breakout, which isn't really working with barbarian clans properly, but it is spawning a lot more barbarian encampments, so that's working well. And we have a mod that increases vampires so that they can get pretty much infinite combat strength from killing zombies and barbarians. Yep, that's right. This is a barbarian, zombie, vampire, Scythia game. It's going to be crazy. So the Huns are one of the civilizations. I have 2 forms of Mongolia and 2 forms of Persia. So this is an absolute battle of the steppe. And of course, we have Nader Shah and Cyrus on this map, as well as Genghis Khan, Kublai, and Attila. Attila the Hun! To theme it even better, the script is from Alternate Cartography, our favorite mapped script mod. It is a steppe map. A steppe map basically makes the main continental landmass dominated by rolling, fertile plains of abundant animal life. Lots and lots of horses, lots and lots of deer, lots and lots of horse specialists. The aim is to basically survive quite a heavy barbarian and zombie-filled world, and we're going to go on the domination offensive. This is going to be an aggressive game. We're going to see how powerful our vampires can be and how powerful we can get Scythia's ability. It's a little bit fiddly sometimes as to whether or not you can get it to work. Combat strength on unit kills, brilliant. 5 combat, or I should say 30 health on unit kills, 5 combat strength when an injured opponent is attacked. I am saying this really strangely. Look, just read it. I can't. Just read it. Like cavalry units, I train 2 instead of 1 whenever I build them. I have a horse archer and I have a kurgan, which is one of the most useless, unique things, but it does give me a little bit of early game golden faith. So hey, maybe it's not useless. Hint, it is. As usual, if you want to play along, I keep all of the mods that I use to get this game to work, as well as all the game details and the save file all in Discord. So go along and get them there if you want to play. But enough of that. Let's just get cracking. But before we get started today, a quick update on something concerning. Here is Ursa. Ursa was unfairly expelled from Oxford University's Civ 6 program. Ursa now has 30,000 signatures, and with that, magical powers were bestowed upon him to see the invisible. And Ursa noticed something. An invisible, kind, helpful man. A man called Paul. Don't let Ursa be distracted by the terrible spy Paul. Help Ursa focus on Sankor. Will you subscribe today? Thank you, and back to the video. Lots of barbarians, zombies, and a quite flat plains and grassland fueled map. Surviving on turn 1 and into the game is going to be quite tricky. I want to explore, but I don't want to explore too far. I want to avoid barbarians, but equally, I need to go and get vampires from them. There are some competing things that we want to think about. Now, looking at this start, there's lots of 2-2 tiles as well as 4 food tiles around. We've got sugar, we've got coffee, we've got multiple deer, so Temple of Artemis is already looking brilliant. And we have a whole bunch of bonus resources on the river here, so Watermill start is already looking pretty cool. Oh my lord, look at that. Yeah, these alternate cartography maps are beautiful and they are so abundantly filled with resources half the time. Like, they're going to be great. I'm thinking a Pingala start here with all of this farmland to the south. What I'm going to do is, in order to work all of these 2-2 tiles, I'd have 3 of them on a ring. I'm going to go and settle onto that rice tile. I'm going to go and settle the filled up with rice. My city center will give me 3 food and 1 production rather than 2 food and 1 production. That will also get bit better when I get the watermill. It also means I have a bunch of very good tiles. Now, I'm thinking I have 3 deer tiles already, so God of the Hunt might be a good one. Food and production on camps, that might be really handy, and I think I'm going to just double that up with animal husbandry and unlocks my Kurgan. It also means I can go and unlock all of this stuff, so that's looking really nice. I am expecting barbarians to give me a nightmare fueled time, so I'm going to go for warrior rather than scout. If I send a scout out onto this map, it's going to get killed. What did I say? Sand snake. Okay, there is a barbarian encampment over there. I'm going to go and see if we can deal with that immediately. I do not want to let the zombies or the barbarians get a hold on this map. Speaking of that, there is a zombie. Now, zombies tend to attack you pretty aggressively. If I attack, I get the 5 combat bonus, and if I get a unit kill, I will heal 30. So I think for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fortify in the forest. That gives me a lot more defense. They can attack me a couple of tiles. I can heal just for a little bit. Patience. Patience is going to help me here. And there's the unit kill. Look, that healed the unit quite a lot. Now I can move forward. There is Nanadol. Nanadol is culture for cities next to the lake or coastal tiles. So that's quite handy. And I have a governor title available now. Now they're going to go and kill that Barbican, aren't they? Yep. Oh, that's really annoying. No matter. We're going to have to go and find another one. I need zombies. It may take a couple of attempts for me to get zombies in this game, but we'll do our best. There's Ngazagamu. Oh, that's a good city-state if I want to be going fairly domination field, so we'll keep an eye on that one. And this is the thing. Do I want to try and get out a city now, or am I going to get killed by barbarians if I do? I think I might go for 1 more warrior. That'll get me to 3 population, which will mean that I'm working more of these tiles, and then I'll get a settler out if I can. So the tribal hut had... what did that have in it? Oh, population. Hey, population's good. I'll take population. That's a really handy thing in my capital. So I'm now working 3 2-2 tiles, which is brilliant. Oh, there's a zombie has appeared right on my borders. That's not good. There's foreign trade boosted, and already I can see science and faith on a tile. I think that's Mount Roraima. From memory. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Hermetic order. Oh, it's typical. We found every single secret society apart from the one we want. Okay, we've got to get some zombies. We've got to go and get some vampires. Vampire, zombie, barbarians. Who knows what we're doing on this game? But we need it. You know what? I'm actually going to go mining right now. I would quite like mining. Let's get that, because I think getting a watermill as quickly as possible is going to be really, really good for me. Do I want combat strength against barbarians, or do I want to get my no, I don't have any recon. Sorry, I was thinking of the Gogi, but we're way too early into the game. So we'll get discipline and God King. Let's get the Pantheon as quickly as possible. I'm just going to keep defending on this tile. I'm in my own territory. I'm healing. It's all very nice. And I'm holding on to this governor title, but I'm really tempted to go and pop them into Ngazagami to go and find some of the map. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I'm not finding vampires right now, so Amani, I'm always reluctant to sit on an Amani start as much as I can. I'd rather 5 turns Susa and Ngazagami and go and explore a bunch of the map by doing that. I'm tempted to delay this even more and go builder into settler. Yeah, I'm going to do that because I've got loads of tiles that I can improve around me, so I'm kind of tempted to do that. Sounds weird to say it, but there are barbarians to my north, and that could mean that I'm going to get a little bit lucky here. I might be able to go and get the kill on them. We can do some decent damage. Now they're injured as well. We really do start to do damage. Scythia is so good at killing barbarians. Oh, and Genghis Khan is my closest neighbor. Good, 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 good. I'm intrigued to see... yeah, I'd love to sample their hospitality. Really, really intrigued to see how they deal with all the barbarians. Now, Barbarian Breakout isn't spawning more barbarians because it doesn't work with barbarian clans, but what it is doing is making sure that these barbarian encampments spawn way more than the base game would suggest, so that's kind of a good thing. 30 health every time I kill the barbs. There's bronze working. That's lovely. They like me -7. It's not going to go well, that, so we'll hang on to that one for a second. Did I find any tribal villages around here? No, just to my north. Nothing really around Ngazagami. So what I'm going to do is actually now switch to Nan Adult. This is era score for me. I need to get a golden age if I can. That would be very handy. Let's get this tribal village at 40 gold, and let's go and disperse the clan. That gives me the 3 era score. Please, there we go. There's Sanguine Pact. Right, now all I need is a governor title. Well, in order to get that, I need to, spread around the map a little bit. Now, the play here, do I just improve my capital beyond all comprehension? Or do I go and settle out? I'd like to mine a resource. Mount Roraima is just there with all of these yields and resources, and I could settle on that wheat. Or Yep, 8-turn settler. It's tempting, isn't it? I'm gonna go and do it. Quite a bit of era score for doing that, and I feel like I have to. As my first camp, anyway, it's just extra gold per turn. Gold per turn's good. It's really handy. Foreign trade, I don't need that right now. We're still getting my Pantheon. I'll just leave it like that for now. I'm gonna bring my units back. Just make sure I don't expand a little bit too fast. And I think early empire, we might just dive straight in on that one, because I'm gonna be around 5 population in my capital. As soon as I settle, I should boost early empire and then get vampires almost immediately. That sounds wonderful to me. There is Nadal. Perfect. It hasn't really found a huge amount for us, to be absolutely honest with you, but it will do. That's fine. You know what? I'm actually going to hire a warrior from the barbarians. I just feel like keeping a good standing army in this game is going to be fine. There hasn't really been as many barbarians as I've... As soon as I said it, I knew as soon as I said it, it would just be the worst idea. Oh yeah, the zombies are spawning around there now as well. I can get another warrior next turn. I'm tempted to do that. Just keep building up my army here as much as I can. Oh no, hire an archer. It changed literally the same turn. It's a bit rude. Then there's one here now as well. That's a spearman. Oh, spearmen are always good. It's always worth keeping an eye on spearmen, because often getting a kill with a spearman can be quite handy for you. But often city-states want you to build them. Nanadol wants a campus. Interesting. I think I might have already done the quest for Ngazagame. I don't know what they wanted. Whatever it was, conveniently I already have it. So let's take it. This is where Scythia comes into her own. I can get the kill with the warrior, but then heal. So I've got a little bit of health now. So there is a settler out. I feel like I need more army, but I also need horses, because as soon as I get wheel and get the watermill, I'm going to be beelining immediately for horseback riding to get myself horsemen and my horse archers. Too powerful a combo, that. Too powerful a combo. I'm going to have to move you back to defend yourself. You can go and disperse the Barb clan, which gives me the era score. You pull back to heal. You pull back to heal. Oh, there's a zombie there, which is really annoying. But I did see I have Diplay favor, so I'm going to sell that to Mongolia. That should mean I can now hire the spearman, which is more army. I can now escort the settler. I'm going to go and settle Roraima. I think I really like the idea of settling on that wheat. It puts me within 2 tiles of Mount Roraima. Means I can work this tile for the science. It's a good little combo, that. Era score is definitely something that I need to work on as much as I can. So there's the pasture. Oh, imagine if I was playing Steam Victoria. Oh, I keep seeing the strategics and thinking that would be really good. And I've got a minor resource for wheel, which I think I should be able to do, because I saw mineable resources somewhere. I've totally lost them now. Oh yeah, salt over in this direction. And there could be something over here. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I should just work that out. No, I feel like I should boost it. Let's at least try and boost it. But hey presto, Mount Roraima, 3 era score. And we've got a 2 science, 2 faith tile. That should boost my Pantheon nice and quickly, which is a wonderful thing. In fact, oh, there's an even better tile over there and there. This is going to be a very, very good city for me. Now, as I kill these zombies, they will start to get stronger over the course of the game, so I don't want to necessarily be pointlessly killing them, but at the same time I do, because as much as they're a problem for me, they are more of a problem for the AI. I would love to see crazy effective zombies just giving everyone a hard time. That would be so funny. So we'll get every kill wherever we can. I just like it. It's too good an idea. So far, by buying barbarian units and keeping fairly compact, I have actually managed to stay fairly safe, which is pretty good. Let's see what pantheons are still available. No builder pantheon, no settler pantheon. God of Craftsmen would give me production and faith on the horse. You've also got a couple of options with plantations around me, but I just think I've got 3 camps already, and probably, like with the steppes map, it said that there was lots of animal life, so I'm going to take that to mean that there may be deer quite like a lot. Looks like there's more camps though than there are, pastures than there are camps. Like a lot more pastures. Maybe in the longer run I would do better with taking a pasture based pantheon, but actually it looks like that might have already been taken. Yeah, I'm being pushed into Goddess of the Hunt. 1 food and 1 production from camps. I'm already working 2 of those in my capital. 3 food, 3 production, 2 gold tiles those now. Lovely. That's really, really good. And I'm just going to quickly pick up that tile before it becomes too expensive. And hey presto! Oh yeah, this city's got some good tiles. It does. It will grow. It will grow fast. I've got pottery. That means we can get a couple of good things, but I think I might just beeline horseback riding now. It's kind of tempting, so we're going to do that. Yeah, why not? And I'm going to go and settle down to the south because there is the amber. I saw some mineable resource. It's like I knew it was somewhere. I'd seen it. I just totally forgot. Now there's some jade there as well. No, it's all appearing now. I was like, yeah, there must be some somewhere, but I just totally lost it. Well, there's Sanguine Pact anyway. Yay! So just to remind you, I've got a couple of mods installed today. The first one means that there is no experience limit on barbarians. So normally you cap out at level 2 and then you just get 1 experience from every barbarian combat after that point. I left in a mod that means that kind of it just encourages me to engage in barbarian combat a little bit more this game. I just thought it might be quite fun. So we put that one in. I also have the aforementioned mod that means my vampires have no kill limit on barbarians and zombies. So they should just be able to continue leveling up and I mean, it's got to be the one and only Lord Sucklington. I'm tempted to make this a little bit of a challenge where, just to make this a little bit entertaining, I'm going to do a domination run today, but I'm going to make sure that it's only vampires that get city kills. I think it should be possible, and I think we can get some really comic effects if we try. But that's what I'm going to try and do today. Just make sure my vampires are the ones getting the kills. What could go wrong, they say? What could go wrong? So Lord Sucklington has to be swept to the south as quickly as possible in order to start grinding some levels as quickly as possible. And Lord Sucklington finally arrives just to see a couple of people getting kills around them. Lovely stuff. There's another kill, and then Lord Sucklington can just sort of watch whilst this barb gets killed as well. Perfect. There's a couple of additional pieces of combat strength all ready. Let's just clean that encampment up. I need but 1 era score now. 1 era score. And after that, we may continue. There is one thing I need to continually remind people of. If I buy a unit from a barbarian encampment, it doesn't make my city stronger, and it doesn't make my vampire stronger. So although I have a spearman of combat strength 25, at the moment Lord Sucklington is still 20 strength, and that will be a bit of a problem that I have to run with all game, really. So it's worth bearing that one in mind. I have to actually hard build units in order to make my vampires better. Just in case you're looking at it and thinking like, Ursa, that's really odd. You just haven't got a strong vampire at all and you've got loads of army. It's like, yep, that is unfortunately a bit of a problem. Does this give me? Yes. Okay, perfect. It was next to a volcano. Brilliant. We've got a golden age. It's what you like to see. It's what you like to see. Let's get myself a builder in this city. We've just got a builder in this one. That gives me sugar, which makes me happier. I could sell it for like a trace amount of gold, but I think I'd rather actually keep that in my city. Terrible. And I am already thinking our Temple of Artemis is probably a really good pick for this city. I think there may be better places for it, but this one is a really good combination because it basically improves all of the resources, all of the plantations and camps in my capital, but it also stretches over for a couple of plantations to the north and to it's got this pasture over there. There's a camp there. There's a couple of pastures down there. So I think actually that's a really good place to pop it. So Temple of Artemis wise, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and get that in my capital. That could be very fun. Zombies have 5 mutation strength already. Not too bad, but it's definitely something to keep an eye out for. But Lord Sucklington's still starting to grow. 4 combat strength from units killed near him already. The cavalry you filled as an embarrassment. All right, Mongolia. There's enough of that. Don't need to be talking about that sort of thing if you ask me. Let's go for Commando, and Lord Sucklington can get their hands dirty this time. Beautiful. All right, Temple of Artemis, let's just get it down. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it, but if I can, that capital is going to be pretty on point. Horseback riding. Are we really going to attack Mongolia first with a cavalry? That feels like a bad move, but also it could be hilariously fun. I don't know if they're going to pop out a trade route to me before I'm going to have the opportunity to attack them. Like ideally, if I can get an attack off on Mongolia before they can actually get a trade route to me, you know, that could be really handy. Who knows? There's a plantation for some coffee, and yeah, that's an archer. I'm going to need that because a barb clan has just appeared to my north, and I don't like that at all. I'm actually going to switch Amani around briefly. I think if I am going to attack Mongolia first, I would quite like it with Mingazagamu's sort of assistance nearby. They haven't got much of a military, but I can just see Mongolia picking it up and causing me an absolute nightmare. Here's the mine, by the way. So there's wheel. 1 turn on that. I'm just going to quickly do that one because, again, if I can get a watermill in some of these cities, oh, I have so many resources that can get improved. I currently have 10 population and 3 cities. Mongolia has 19 population and 6 cities. So quite an improvement on me. Not that that's going to stop us. Golden Age for both of us. Brilliant. Somebody's going for a religion, but it's not Mongolia. I could go for my own religion. Thinking about it, that might be sensible because I could crusade them. Or I could go for inquiry and hope that this improves my science a little bit. It's difficult to say which is better. Or monumentality. I think I might get monumentality because I do have some faith per turn coming in from Mount Roraima. If I just focus on optimizing that, then I can focus on getting a couple of builders just prayed in. 85 faith. Yeah, not far away from being able to do that. So we'll keep an eye on that one. So there is horseback riding. Beautiful. We can start to get some really good units up now, and I can get maneuver up very quickly. We've got horses in great stockpile. Yeah, I should be able to get a pretty decent army going very quickly. Let's get bronze working. See how much iron we've got. I might be able to upgrade some of my warriors to swordsmen. That would help, just in case. Just in case Mongolia wanted to take me on in that. Oh, discipline. I do like discipline. Does help with my barb kills quite considerably. But I think ultimately I have to go for more army right now. So we'll go maneuver up for the cavalry units. Urban planning is wonderful. Switch back to, let's go mysticism. Yeah, and we'll get some horses very soon. This is going to be such a mistake attacking Mongolia this early. But sometimes you just have to embrace the Scythia rush. You know, you have to embrace it. There is some iron. I do have some in a balanced start around my capital. That's at the very least a good thing. Looks like I've got iron next to Nanadol as well, which is great. I built a quick mine there. And let's go for horsemen. 11 turns? Oh, that feels like quite a lot. But I think that'll only improve. Let's get that horseman going. And I'll get some Saka horse archers on the way. I never got the achievement. One of the achievements I haven't got is the one for having, I think, is it 10 Saka horse archers at the same time. So we'll see if we can pick that one up. Let's get some more horses in now. Perfect. This is just going to get improved by Temple of Artemis when that's ready to go. And I think we can clear this encampment. Yeah, look at that. I'm holding the barbarians back, but they are spawning quite fast at the moment, which is a little bit worrying. There's another horse on the way. Going to pick up a Kurgan quickly, which is going to give me more faith and more gold on this tile. Again, just to use monumentality a little bit better. And hey presto, right next to a zombie which has just spawned in my lands, there is the Temple of Artemis. Camps, pastures, plantations within 4 tiles of this wonder provide 1 immunity. They make me happy. Smiley camps. I think I also get a bunch of food and housing in my capital, so when Pingala is brought in, it's going to be lovely stuff. Okay, there is the Temple of Artemis. I've got maybe 1 turn until I have enough horses. But I'm going to... This is the thing. The Saka horse archer counts as a ranged unit, not as a horse unit. Let's finish that archer. I'll get some more horsemen. I do intend to get some horse archers pretty rapidly. I'm not going to rush them. There is... Do I chop out the woods? Oh, it's working that tile, but I've got a bunch of other tiles that could be worked. Let's chop it out. There we go. 1 turn horses there. I feel like that was definitely worth it. There's some more horses over there. Yeah, just getting this army up as quickly as possible has to be the play for me here. Mercenaries. It's rare I get mercenaries building my own troops. Put it that way. That is quite uncommon. State workforce, political philosophy. I need more culture per turn. Culture per turn is a bit of a limiting factor for me at the moment, but it should be fine. There's another zombie kill. This little army is just staying around my capital to protect it because I don't want my capital ever being overrun. But if I get those horses out, you can see I have these troops and, oh yeah, more importantly, Lord Sucklington is now 36 strength with 7 kills from vampires. I think it's time to go and bring the fight over to Mongolia. So that's exactly what we're going to go and do. Oh, more zombies, you say? Lovely. Okay, let's just quickly keep dispersing clans. It's a very solid use of era score. And I'm just going to go 1 attack, keep Lord Sucklington nice and fresh for the fighting. Like so, move myself to a more defensive position. If I can just avoid getting as many kills as possible right now, unless Lord Sucklington is nearby and ready to appreciate and gain strength from the combat. I don't want to get involved too much. I will go and get that iron though. I do like the idea of having some iron in my nation. Oh wow, really? Wow. Okay, Lord Sucklington can just one-hit zombies at the moment. I'll take it. That is not a bad thing for me at all. That That is actually quite useful. There's iron for ironworking and apprenticeship boosted at the same time. I reckon the charge on Mongolia is going to be very, very soon. They do have Sun Tzu. They have one general. They're earning a lot of general points per turn, but if I can take their cities over quickly, I can get their encampments. Look, yeah, they're going to start building an encampment on my border. I can't allow this to happen. That is an aggressive move. Time for another governor. Let's go Pingala into the capital immediately. Get some science for me. Get some culture. Just all of the fun things. I like ironworking. I think I might go man-at-arms as quickly as possible though. I mean, courses, that's also fun. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we could need. Yeah, masonry, just in case Mongolia puts walls up. I just get the feeling they may try and ruin my day by doing that as quickly as possible. The armies you have near our borders are a tempting target. Yeah, but they are putting the targets on you, friend. So, you know, run away. So these two horses are going to flank round and try and strike Hami from the other direction. 23 pop versus 12. They have so much more population than we do. Loyalty is likely to be an eternal problem for us, but it's okay. Actually, I'm going to send one more horseman around that side. So we've got 3 on the southern flank, 3 on the northern flank. See if we can get a bit of a crossover. There's another horseman, 5 turns for another 2. So I've got 6 horses already at the moment. It's pretty good. Yeah, the biggest unknown with this is just how strong an army Mongolia is going to be able to send over. Oh, and Gazagamu is promoting. Nice. Oh, that's handy. If we can build up a little bit of gold per turn, that will be very good because I can then levy those units. Oh, looks like there's some more barbarians over here. Not my biggest priority. Mongolia does, of course, have cavalry. Okay, we need to keep an eye on that and make sure all of my cavalry... Oh, we're killed. Stays next to itself so it can get some good flanking and support bonuses. I don't want to allow myself to get flanked any worse than I have to. Just going to keep all of my army compact. Mongolia does not have a diplomatic visibility bonus over me, so they didn't send a trade route to me. Oh, that feels good. Oh, Mongolia getting a diplomatic visibility bonus over you is always big trouble. So they moved their horsemen away, which is an interesting play, rather than engaging me in combat, but I will take that. That is fine. I've got this army is now approaching from that direction. I have this horseman army approaching this. They are starting to throw up walls almost immediately, which is annoying. But there's not much we can do about that, so we just have to continue moving our units through as best we can and swarm. Even if I can't take all of their cities right now, if I can take just one or two, that'll make a big difference. Now, I've got the watermill in my capital. Oh, the food growth in this city is amazing. I'm actually really tempted to get the government plaza working in order to get Pingala working in this city, because it's already on 8 population. That's big. And Warlord's Throne does sound like quite a fun move. I can't lie. I do like the idea of Warlord's Throne. Let's just get writing quickly and then currency. So I'll get a trader quickly from this city and then, yeah, we'll think about doing something like that. This is what I need to be careful of. Zombies will keep spawning just behind your own friendly lines. Every time you get a little bit confident about moving out, they'll say, nope, don't you do that. There's the capital, 6 population, no walls at the moment. That is a fun thing. Hami is now totally surrounded, so we'll just take an opportunity to get a bit of combat kill in, and Lord Sucklington is going to join in. I want Lord Sucklington to get the final move on this city, so we will keep that in mind. I'm going to send this horseman just to do a little bit of a scouting recon mission. You have levied from Muscat, and that's in your 369. Interesting. Yeah, Mongolia doesn't have a huge amount of army compared to us. Like, they've got army, don't get me wrong, but not so much army that I feel too threatened. Construction into Kossos. I'm tempted just to go for coursers rather than man-at-arms, but man-at-arms are more reliable. Coursers are more fun. Let's go construction. And we can also put traps down, just in case I want to start trapping around my cities to stop the zombies from getting in. Don't normally do that. I like the idea of just doing a couple things that we wouldn't normally do this game, you know? Let's just have a little bit of fun. Lahore. Nobody is friends with them. I'm just going to hold off sending my envoy there until I get political philosophy, because then we can just have a little bit of fun. But look, Lord Sucklington can take the city. There's Hami. How's the loyalty going to be? -14. That's a lot of fun. All right, Pingala, you're going to have to just do a quick recce over here. Sorry about that. It's not the most entertaining thing for you to have to do, but it's what we all have to do from time to time. And now we just concentrate on getting the best flanking bonuses we can in order to take as little damage from all of these unit kills as we can. And get some good healing on these units if we're careful. Trade routes can we do? I think we're limited to 3 gold routes on trade routes. So I think instead what I'm going to do is send domestic routes, and I'm going to focus on I'm getting good domestic routes. So we'll go from Hami over to my capital. That'll put a nice road down just for reinforcements to follow. We like the sound of that. That's good. Let's get a builder out. Yeah, there's Aksu's walls. I was worried they would spring into action pretty quick, and so it has proven, but that's okay. Now it's all about momentum. Gonna move that horse through, this one through as well, so reinforcements are on the way, but we have to take care of this city as quickly as we can. I want to take it out before the walls can get put up too effectively, so we'll send this trade route back to my capital. That's not the side of the mountain I wanted to send that. That's a better route. Yeah, I'm going to send it to my second city, but there's currency boosted. We can do some pillaging. I don't mind if some of these units die. It's all about momentum here. Just get the kill on this city as quickly as you can. Oh, good. That's actually under half health. There's a 5 population city with no walls just behind as well. We'll keep that in mind. 2 more horsemen have just spawned at my capital for a nice little chop, and I chopped out because I wanted the government plaza. I'm going to pop it just on that district there. I want to put myself a dam down. I might put it on this tile instead, because then we'll still do the industrial zone and then an aqueduct a little bit later. Just removing this tile. I know I'm going to have to end up removing a couple of tiles here and there, but I think it'll be worth it. Yep, they killed a unit. That's fine. We don't mind that. We knew they might do that. We were prepared for this outcome. There's one attack on the capital. I reckon we can just get another cheeky attack in, and then the vampire gets the kill. There's the capital taken, which means Hami should be oh, Hami's very loyal now. Pingala, move across to the new capital that we've just stolen, and it's all about just making sure that we can just sweep around and take advantage of these little attacks whilst we can. Look at that. I can get that archer kill done. Perfect. There's a very exposed looking city there. Oh, here's the Barb clan. There was one just to the side of me. I knew there was something that kept throwing in things at me, but we found it. That's good. Actually, now what I can do is I can move Pingala back to my capital, and with that governor card that I just taken, let's get Victor in, just pop him into that city, so we've got another governor. And then finally, Pingala can actually work on doing some good in my own capital. That horseman is a bit of a distraction, but it does have a settler, which is quite tempting. I won't lie. Oh, those barbs are actually tougher than I'd like them to be. We might have to just leave them alone for a second, and the zombies now are 31 strength, so we need to keep an eye out for those. That's again, the zombies are getting a little bit more powerful. We can't ever sleep on the threat that zombies will be sending our way. Is it worth trying to get the kill on that horse? I think it is. We've got a lot of units that can help out here. We're going to go 1. If it does, I need 33 average damage per attack. That was 27. That's a bit low. That time was 35. Not quite enough, but Lord Sucklington might be able to do it. Yes. There we go. Settler stolen. That is a double win. That's just like as good at stealing another city. You know, like that. That's really handy for us. Okay, reinforcements are now on their way quite effectively from Mongolia. Got to keep an eye on this one. I am producing reinforcements as well. That's good. I'm happy with the fact that I have reinforcements, but archers, catapults, this city. Oh, I really wanted to be able to slip through and take that city. I think I still can, but I might just need to move quickly. We need a better government, though. We need a better government. Now, there's a couple of decisions I have to make here. Oligarchy is normally what I would go for, but I'm using so many cavalry units that melee, anti-cavalry, and naval. It's not going to give me a huge amount of bonus if I go oligarchy. Unit experience might, though, and these are good policy cards for me. No point going classical republic because I haven't got any districts, and autocracy maybe? I think it's got to go oligarchy, even though I'm not really using melee troops, but that's my own fault. I need to use more. Let's go conscription and agoge. I could get more general points, which would be helpful, but I think I need to continue building more army. Unbelievably, that is the advantage and the best thing I can do. Actually, saying that, I could go for a great general points. How many generals have gone so far? 3 of them have gone, and I believe is there 4 or 5? Only 4. So I'm unlikely to get this one, am I? Not without saving up a lot. No, probably not going to get it. So we'll go with Gogi, Urban Planning, Conscription. That helps my gold per turn. We are now positive once again. We need to work on my economy, though. Economy's not good. Warlord's Throne. Let's get this sorted. And I need more gold from... I'm going to go up towards military training, I think. Give myself veterancy. Give myself equestrian orders. all the good stuff on that front up there. 2 era score for having the first population 10 city in the game. That's actually pretty impressive. I'm taking pride from that. I really am. Oh, and this city hasn't got its walls up yet. Not yet, which that's good. That's really good. That means we have a chance. Gonna be a squeeze, and I might lose a unit or 2 here, but that hasn't stopped me before. It's not gonna stop me now. Let's just employ Operation Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks, and is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? No! Ah, that's close. Okay, at least it's on barely any health. Even if it gets walls up at this point, we should be okay. We should be okay. I'm actually gonna just fling this unit round to stop reinforcements and attack that archer to get that back off if I can. So we did lose 1 horse, but most importantly, this city, 6 population city, did not throw walls up, which is incredible. That is the result of the turn. It really is. So I need Lord Sucklington to take the kill on the city, as are the rules. I have amber already, so I can afford to let that pillage on this tower, which means I can afford to let this go 1, 2, and then I can afford to go for 3, like that, to give Lord Sucklington 1 more combat strength, and then I can take the city, which hopefully will stay loyal. 0.1, 5.6. Okay, good. Right, we're getting more and more loyal every turn. This is a good sign. Right, momentum. Keep the momentum, Ursa. 3 population city with no walls, 26 strength. That is weak. Walls on that city, but that's okay. We'll just hold on for a second. Do I get a swordsman upgrade? Is that worth it? I think it might be worth it, you know? I need to give myself a little bit more combat strength wherever I can, so we'll take it. But look at that. 1, 2, 3 cities taken from Mongolia. Mongolia, of all people. Okay, Mongolia's producing a lot of units now. They have gone total war. I could peace out for a bunch of gold, but I don't know if I'd have the loyalty to save these cities, to be honest with you. It's kind of my main limitation here. Oh, the barbs are brutal. The zombies are brutal. This is a tough game. My army's being pulled in about 5 different directions here, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm having to think and game in pretty much every way possible at the moment. It's really quite entertaining. Oh, the horsemen slipped down and stole their settler back. Oh, that's not on. I'm weighing up a couple of different things here, right? They've got 5 cities and 16 population, 6 cities and 28, so I've overtaken them quite considerably now. But they still have a lot of production. And it looks like they've got a lot of cities that are quite capable of kicking out units for some time. They will give me a bunch of gold for peace, but I will lose the occupation benefits of sitting in these cities, so I will start to lose loyalty pretty quickly, unless I can get the population up. I also don't like the idea that settler, they're going to run away with that thing, so I'm tempted to keep the attack up at the moment. They also would get a trader to me at some point, and that would give them a +6 combat bonus against me, which I just don't like the sound of. I'm gonna let them attack me for a second. Let's just hold fire for a little bit. I know there are zombies about. Zombies aren't good. I'm gonna pull back, let Lord Sucklington recover, let all my units recover, build some more horse archers, build a bit more of reinforcements. Our army is scattered thin and we need to just recuperate briefly. But we're now 23 turns away from castles, and Pingala is about to pop in with a bunch more science and help us out considerably, so that's good. I'd rather Mongolia stretched their army a bit thin. Tell you what though, one thing I'm not going to allow is for that horse to escape. You need to just behave. Behave yourself, I say. Let's just take the settler, get Lord Sucklington to improve a little bit more. Muscat, Candy. Interesting. Okay, they are counterattacking. And they have a Hunnic mounted archer. Interesting. I think the barbarians might have provided that one, and that's a little bit scary. I have my horse archers now though, so that's at least something. But I get the feeling that their horse archer is a little bit more tough. Actually, no, it's not. It's not tough at all. Maybe actually, Genghis might have stolen it from the Huns in combat. Let's have a look. Hunnic mounted archer, 4 movement points, 25 range strength, 1 range. They are literally just a copy of mine, I think, aren't they? I think they are. How rude. Get off my units. These are my Mongolian units, not your Hunnic ones. Terrible. Goodness me, look at how many barbarians are around. Oh, these are tough. I say barbarians. I do, of course, mean zombies, but you knew that. They're offering me a lot of gold per turn now, like 22 gold per turn. That would be enough to get a huge increase in army if we wanted to do that. I will just settle this city briefly though, because if I can just get myself near a wonder, that's a bit of era score. How many turns have we got? 16 turns minimum, that's good. There's Lord Sucklington. I'm slowly just managing to pull my army together now into like a cohesive fighting force, which is just a little bit nicer than it has been. All the Warlord's Throne is finished. That's good. I've got a real decision to make here. I can either put myself an 11 population researcher Pingala into my capital. That would be handy. That would give me at least 50% extra science. Or I can victor into garrison commander to give all of these cities that I'm holding on to at the moment more loyalty. I think we just have to keep pressing. We have to keep pressing. I'm going to go researcher. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. This'll be good. This'll be good. 32 science per turn. Yeah, it's taken a big chunk off castles. Let's see how they respond. Lots of extra units being sent to my land, but nothing crazy at the moment. And my units are healing faster than theirs. It's a good thing. So swordsman attack there. Lord Sucklington can get the kill on the catapult, which heals Lord Sucklington very nicely. And I think I can probably push a kill on this horseman as well. No, it's going to be tough. I have to move there. I want to get out of range of that range attack, but my army's being pushed left, right, and center in all kinds of weird directions at the moment, which is annoying. Elcid, I might get a general. If I can get a general later into the game, that would be good. Medieval units there, he would only work on coursers and above, so it's not the best. But look, we can start to get actual horses now, which is great. We've got builders on the way. Let's get that jade in. That'll help my loyalty a little bit in my cities. See how they retaliate. Oh, just attacking my city? Of course you can. That is an alternative that I enjoy a lot. Man, their horsemen are so much more powerful on horse versus horse engagement than mine. It's actually kind of slightly unnerving, really. Let's just quickly go for one attack and then finish it off. Again, Lord Sucklington getting the combat strength there. How much are we up to now? We're up to 9 from barbarians and 6 from regular, so plus 15 on Lord Sucklington. That's good. Barbs killed. Era score good. Golden Age guaranteed with not a huge amount of turns left. Zombies now up to 34 strength. These are getting a little bit uncomfortable in how strong they are getting, especially because they keep spawning in the middle of my empire, which is slightly unnerving, but never mind. Tell you what though, these builders, I'm just going to actually start sending through to my captured cities, and I'm going to start chopping down whatever I can. Do I have olives yet? I haven't got olives. That's cool, but I can chop down rainforest, I can chop down bananas, or we can get a huge population base. If I can get these cities to like 7, I shouldn't have a loyalty pressure problem later into the game. That's what we're going to go for. You know, this is just an exercise in patience, because I was getting a little bit fatigued from this war. Not just in terms of war weariness, but just in terms of how long this war is taking, whether or not I should take peace or not. But I've just noticed 91 military strength. We have absolutely flattened the Mongolian army. This is really, really effective. You know, sometimes you have to take the win, and this is a win. This really is. If we can just keep killing these units. Yeah, this army is disintegrating rapidly, and I just need to think about my next route of attack. We got to pillage, got to get some more happiness, more immunities. I'm going to get some olives in. We'll see if we can chop out some rainforest. That'll help. Keep on making units, keep on pillaging. I just can't let up. That's the big thing. You know, like Lord Sucklington actually does a decent amount of damage now against walls. Vampires are terrible at actually attacking walls, but it's getting a little bit better now. Maybe do we swarm a 3-population city, see if we can seize it? There's a lot of horses around. A lot of horses. But you know, sometimes you have to just go a little bit mad and push out. Let's just see if we can squeeze Kilimanjaro. That'll be why there's such yields over there. That's fine. I need to just double check how much the ranged attack from the city does. It does about 26 damage to a horseman. That is tough. Like, I can't be taking too many of those attacks, but I can start pillaging like this and using Lord Sucklington, oh yeah, to get some decent damage in. So we'll get one attack and then go bam like that. Okay, city is sieged. There is a horseman over there, but Lord Sucklington is the right side of the city. And 29 combat strength. Suddenly, we have an opportunity here to strike fairly hard. Oh, if only I did more damage. I don't have a battering ram. I wish I had a battering ram. More zombies. More zombies are absolutely everywhere, but luckily I am producing defenses. These aren't really defenses. Admittedly, these were for the front line, but will, protect my capital for a second. Oh, that did take a little bit of gold per turn. I'm kind of at risk now of losing gold per turn to a level that might start impacting my city. So we need to work on whether or not this is a good thing to do. It's turn 80. I'm not in last on tech. I'm actually ahead of Genghis, which is pretty decent, but I should think about whether or not I put some campuses down and all that sort of stuff now. You know what, actually, I might put a +2 campus down in my capital. It's worth it. Once I don't do it now, I'll forget to do it, and then I'll regret it later, and it'll be a big problem, so we'll just work on that now. There's also the plantation. Right, I'm just going to do a little bit of fixing with this builder now, but that happiness, hopefully, is enough to push everything except from this city. This is where all the war weariness is, and -4. Actually, that's it. That's all we've got. We've only got -4 war weariness. I feared it was a lot worse than that. I'll take it. But this city is separated from all of the others, and look at that. Yes, so Lord Sucklington can get a good hit in there. Let's just get this city taken out now. Yeah, I reckon give it a couple turns. Lord Sucklington will have the strength to push through. 30 gold per turn they're getting me now. Oh, that horseman almost got killed there. Is this a hill tile? If it's not, I can switch with Lord Sucklington. Hang on, it's not. So let's just quickly do that. I do want to unlock the raid card as soon as I can. That would be good, but there we go. At least we can keep that unit alive now. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Sean Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amiri C, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, L. Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandeltort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Guberman, Clint Hennes. Thank you all for your support. It's amazing. See you all next time. Goodbye.